Hey guys, my name is Joe Fry, and I will be sharing a little summary about my framework for my mini pilot research project. First, what I want to study and why I think it's significant. My mini research study explores the impact of chronic absenteeism on students' physical activity and overall wellness in a predominantly Black, low-income high school, more specifically um, in Washington, D.C. Chronic absenteeism is a very pressing issue that negatively affects student engagement, academic performance, and health outcomes. This study is significant because many students in underserved communities face barriers to school attendance, including transportation, family responsibilities, and socioeconomic challenges. Missing school reduces participation in PE class, school-based sports, and other structured physical activity, which can impact both physical and mental well-being. And lastly, understanding students' lived experiences with absenteeism can provide insights into how schools can better support student wellness and improve attendance. Since absenteeism data often focuses on numbers rather than experiences, I believe a qualitative approach is necessary to capture student voices and understand how absenteeism affects their daily lives. Um, Number two, qualitative inquiry framework is the approach that I intend to use, um, specifically the phenomenological approach. Um, why this approach? My research aims to explore how students perceive and make sense of their absenteeism and its impact on their physical activity and wellness. Uh, this approach focuses on capturing lived experiences, which makes it the best fit for understanding how students interpret their attendance challenges. How this aligns with literature, Dyson, Colby, and Barrett, 2016, they discuss cooperative learning in PE and emphasize how student experiences and interactions shape their engagement. So similarly, I hope to explore how absenteeism affects student motivation to participate in PE class and school wellness programs. 2019, Gottfried and Hutt, they highlight how absenteeism affects student engagement, which reinforces why a qualitative approach is needed to understand barriers just beyond attendance records. Three, methods that I will use: data collection, participants, and in the setting. Participants, high school students, ninth through 12th grade, from a predominantly Black, low-income urban school, more specifically, my high school in Washington, D.C., Dunbar High School, and hopefully uh, some other high schools that are very similar to my high school demographic. Target group, students with history of chronic absenteeism, which is defined as missing 10% of required school days. Data collection, semi-structured interviews, which consist on one-on-one student interviews focusing on their personal barriers to attendance, their perceptions of PE, and how their absenteeism impacts their overall wellness. Next, focus groups, um, gathering small student groups to discuss how absenteeism affects school engagement, their motivation, and their access to physical activity. And lastly, observations. Um, I have access to students in PE class as a PE teacher, so using informal observations of my PE classes and then hopefully observing other PE teachers in their classes to see how absentee students reintegrate after their absences. Entering the setting, um, I think it's important to gain trust. Um, I have a great relationship with my students, so I feel that I can leverage those relationships to get answers and open discussions and conversations with these kids, um, and working with other PE teachers and school counselors and administrators to connect with students. Ethical considerations, ensuring I obtain informed consent from students and parents if necessary, ensuring confidentiality, and just creating a comfortable, non-judgmental environment so students feel open to share their experiences. Um, Challenges and solutions that I anticipate, students may be reluctant to talk about their personal struggles. So I'll lean on the relationships that I've built, and allow those students to lead those conversations. And then an obvious challenge is, you know, the root of the research is the chronic absenteeism. So a lot of these students may be absent and unavailable during scheduled times to meet. So just having to offer flexible interview times and locations that accommodate their needs. Next steps, finalizing interview questions to ensure that they align with research goals, obtaining school approval, and building connection with teachers and administrators to help recruit participants, conducting a pilot round of interviews, um, making sure that my data collection strategies are effective and efficient, and beginning the initial analysis of data to identify some key patterns, and then just preparing for the next part of this project, where I'll share my preliminary findings and reflections on my data collection. Um, so I think this study will provide some valuable insights into the challenges students face with absenteeism and how it affects their physical well-being. I think by centering student voices, this research can contribute to developing more inclusive school policies and wellness programs. And lastly, I look forward to feedback from the class and instructors to help me refine my approach and strengthen the next phase of this research. Thank you.